Fox News alert this morning. Several former CIA directors blasting the Senate intelligence report, calling it a partisan attack on the agency. One of those is Michael Hayden, who was with me a bit earlier today. General Michael Hayden, welcome back here to America's Newsroom. Good morning, sir, in Washington.
Good morning, Bill.
The report basically calls you a liar. Did you lie about this?
No, of course not. What I was there was trying to explain the agency program for the first time, Bill, and this is my reward, for the first time to all the members of the oversight committees. The agency actually worked within the administration to convince the administration that that's what we had to do. And what you saw yesterday was our reward.
Well, it's a damning report if you just read it. And I know many believe it reads like a prosecutor's brief. It's just one side of the story. Question: what is not accurate in the report?
There's a bunch that's not accurate in the report. Let's start at the most important bottom line. The report says we got nothing from this program. Bill, no one involved in this program can even imagine how they got to that conclusion. They took 20 case studies, and this will come out in the next couple of days. They took 20 case studies, important ones, and said you got nothing here that you would not otherwise have gotten from other sources or you already got from other sources. The agency response, this is Barack Obama's Central Intelligence Agency. The agency's response is that in 18 and a half of the 20 cases, they're frankly saying, you and the horse you rode in on, we had it right.
You're saying then the interrogation methods worked. That's the case you're making today, and you're going to make in the coming days.
It did. No, we got an awful lot of information. Now look, we want to quibble over, do we get this one here or that one there? But fundamentally, Bill, these interrogations of all the detainees gave us kind of a Home Depot-like storage of information on al-Qaeda on which we relied. Well, we're still relying on it today.
Well, you're quoted as saying it led you to 8,000 intelligence reports. And in the report itself, it really undercuts that number. At one point, it makes the case that 70% of detainees produce fewer than 15 reports. From 8,000 to 15, what did the American people to believe, General?
The American people are to believe that from the 100 detainees, 100 or so detainees, that number is one of the other disputes, we got 8,000 intelligence reports, and I said in 2006 that I had been told by agency officers that about that time we fully credited about 50% of our knowledge of al-Qaeda from detainee debriefings across the board. Now, you can quibble. I actually saw a figure that 38% of all of our reports in 2004 came from our detainees. Look, we can argue around the edges here, Bill, but that's not the argument they make. The argument they make was we got zero intelligence that was not otherwise available from this program.
Did Dianne Feinstein and other members of Congress, did they know about this system the entire time?
Not the entire time. Other members, I'm sorry, let me be clear. Senator Feinstein did not. The Congress, the Gang of Four and the Gang of Eight, knew this from the very beginning, and CIA has an incredibly detailed documentary record of who was told what, when, and by the way, Bill, we've put that on our website, CIA Saved Lives. It's there for all to see.
So is it true then the CIA kept some of this information from the White House, then President Bush at the time?
We were working for the White House. We were working for at White House direction. Now look, I wasn't at CIA when the program got underway, but it's clear to me that there was rich dialogue between the president's staff and the CIA. Bill, a question on methodology. They got to look at 6 million pages of CIA documents, but President Obama's administration denied them access to White House documents about this. I would suspect there's an awful lot of information about what the White House knew and when they knew it in this cache of documents that the administration would not let them see.
Two more points. Some of the mainstream media, including CNN in its primetime programming last night, compared the CIA to the Khmer Rouge of Cambodia, which some believe killed up to 2 million people. In the same sentence, the CIA was used with the Khmer Rouge. How would you respond to that?
It's disappointing and it's saddening. And frankly, imagine the impact, Bill, of that on the people who have spent the last decade plus keeping us safe, working within the rules as the rules have been defined by the American political process. It's a product, Bill, of this report being so prosecutorial, this report being written as a screed rather than an historic document. I just simply recommend to folks, before they make those comments, read the Republican Minority Report and read the CIA rebuttal before you rush to judgment.
One more point here, and how important is it with context, given 10, 13 years ago? With 3,000 dead Americans, some jumping for their lives, 100 stories above a New York City sidewalk.
Context is everything, Bill, and here we come to a very human level. Human for us at CIA and human for those who are now making this criticism. Let me tell you something I never heard, Bill, right after the attacks of 9/11. Frankly, I never heard it while I was in government. You know, guys, with regard to this terrorism thing, it's pretty important, but whatever you do, don't overreact to it. I never heard that, Bill. And now, let me be a bit critical here. Now that we've made everyone feel more comfortable, they've stopped complaining that we're not doing enough to keep them safe. Now, since we've made them feel safe again, they start complaining that we did too much.
General Michael Hayden, thank you for your time, General, and we look forward to more information in the coming days, and we hope you will come back here and
Thanks,
defend
Bill.
that. Thank you, sir.